Hey guys, this is Prashant and welcome back to another exciting video of A360 tutorial. So guys, if you are watching my video first time, then please subscribe to the channel and press the bell button to get the latest video notifications. In this video, I am going to share the knowledge on how to use the data table in Automation A360. So let's get started. Okay, so inside the data table package we have those many actions are available, so those we will see one by one here. Okay, so first one is the assign. When we can use it, when we want to assign the value to the data table, then we can use this. Okay, so here we have these two options. One is table with the values and the second one is a table with the no values. In the second table with the no values, if we don't have the values, but we can just provide the number of rows and number of values here, and those it will be assigned to the variable. So we can just click on the create variable, so that the number of rows and number of columns it will be assigned to this particular data table. Okay, and the first one is the table with the values. Okay, so if we have the existing data table, then we can just select that data table variable here, so that we can assign those value to the new variable which we will be creating. Okay, and the second option is the table. Okay, so we can create the table by providing the number of rows and number of columns, and also we can provide the values to that also. Okay, so those we will just see it here. Okay, so the number of rows I'll be assigning as a 2, and the columns also I'm assigning as a 2. Okay, clicking on the update, and then I'll just provide the column name. Okay, employee name. Okay, and the column type is string. The second, it's employee address. Okay, column type is string. All right, and then the employee name, it's Alan. Employee address, I would say Pune. Okay, the second, it's John. Okay, and the address, I would say Bangalore. Okay, all right, so I'll be just clicking on the apply. Okay, so whatever the values and number of columns, number of rows we have created here, those we will assign to the table variable here. So I'll be creating a table tbl employee as a data table. Okay, create and select. Okay, so these values will be assigned to this variable. Okay, so I'll be clicking on save here. All right, and then the second action is change column type. Okay, suppose we want to change the column data type. Okay, then we can use this change column type action. Okay, so here we can select the name of the data table, and we can select the column by name or index. If you want to change the data table type of the column by specifying the name. Okay, so here you can just provide the name of the column, and like we have the another option is the index. Okay, so suppose we want to change the column type for employee address. Okay, then we can just provide the index as a 1, because since the employee address is the second column. Okay, if the second column, that means the index will be starting from the 0, so the second column index it would be the 1. Okay, and if we want to change for the employee name which is available in the first column, okay, then we need to select as a 0. So here if we want to change for the employee address, then we can just provide the 1 here. Okay, and if you want to provide the name, then also you can just select it here. And the next option is select the new column data type. What would be the new column type? That we can just select it from here. Okay, and then save the outcome to the variable. Okay, so whatever the column data type modifications we are doing, those if we want to keep on the same table, then we can just keep, so that whatever the changes we are doing, that will be implemented to this table only. Else if we want to make those changes to the other, then we can just create this table variable and we can assign, so that whatever the changes we are doing to this data table, then it will be replicated to a new variable. Okay, so this is about the change column type. Okay, and then the next is the get number of columns. Okay, so the get number of columns, if some of the cases we wanted to get the number of columns. Suppose we want to insert the loop till the last column, okay, and at that moment we want this, okay. So how we can get this? Through the get number of columns action, okay. So here just we can provide the name of the data table here, and here we can just select total columns, okay, and that then we can just apply to the variable here. Suppose I'm just giving name as a num column count, okay. All right, and then select and create, okay. Okay, so I'll be just disable this, okay, and save this. All right, okay, and then I'll just use the message box to print this the number of columns. Okay, so since the message box is accepting the string value, okay, but whatever the count we are getting, these this count is coming in the number format, then we can just convert it here. So how we can do? I'll just show you. Just we need to use this sorry, this dollar, and then we can select that name, variable name number count, column count, okay, and then we need to select this number to string, okay, and then we can able to print this. All right, okay, so this is done for the get number of columns, and then we will see the next action from the data table, the delete column, okay. Okay, so here if you want to delete the column, then we can just select the which in which data table we want to delete the column. We can just select this column name to delete. Here also we have two options, like we can just specify the particular column name, or we can just specify the index here, okay, so that we can able to delete the column here, okay. Okay, and then the next it's delete row, okay. Okay, so likewise we have this data table name, and then delete row at index, like in which index we want to delete the row. So just we can just specify the index number here, okay. So that is for the delete row, and then the next is insert column. Okay, so in the insert column, we will just select the table name, and here we have the multiple options to inserting the column. Okay, so how we can insert this? So we can just specify the first index, we can specify the last index, or the specific index. Okay, so first index, that means at the start of the column, it will be inserting the column. Okay, and if we'll select the last column index, then at the end of the column it will be insert, okay. And if you want to mention the specific index, okay, then at the specific index the column will be inserted here, okay. So suppose we want to insert at the second index, then the third, in the third column it will be insert, okay. So here we have again some options are there, insert columns from the source table. Okay, suppose we have some source table variable, and from that we need to get some column data and insert it, okay, then we can select this. And if we have and the second one is the custom column, okay, so here just we can provide the custom column name, okay. So the column name, suppose we are I would say employee salary, okay. And the column type I would mention as a number, because this is the salary, and then I'll be providing as a 20,000, okay. Okay, and then save this. All right, so disable this, okay. And yeah, this is done. And then the next is insert column, then we have the insert rows, okay. So that also I'll just show you. Okay, so here also we need to specify the position. Okay, at what position we need to insert the row, the first position, last position, specific index, and then here we need to add the record variable. If we have the already information in the record variable, then we can select it from here, and those record it will be assigned to that specific index. Okay, suppose we need to create one record variable, and then we need to assign. Then what we can do, we can just select this create variable, and here you can see the type of the variable is a record. We can just provide the record name here, suppose record test. Okay, and here we can just add the values. Okay, but make sure whatever the columns we are mentioning here, this is the column name, this is the type, and this is the value. Okay, so in our case we have the three columns right now, and so that for those three columns we need to insert the value. So we need to create the uh, three time values here, like the index 0th, 1th, and second. Okay, suppose in first index we have the employee name. Okay, this is the string, and the value I would say Thomas. Okay, in the second index the name it is the employee address. Sorry, it's address, and this is string, and yeah, I'll be assigning as a Mumbai. Okay, and in the second index it's employee, which we have inserted employee salary. All right, and the type I had mentioned is number. Okay, and then I'll just assign as a 30,000. All right, and then select and create and select. Okay, so I'll be selecting as the last position. Okay, so this it needs to be assigned. Okay, all right, so since the insert row we have checked here, so we will just see the outcome. Like I'll be just using the loop here. Okay, okay, and here I'll be selecting the data table. Okay, where it is here. Okay, and I'll be selecting the name of the data table. Okay, so I'll be selecting as a record as a variable here, so that based on that we will read one by one record. Okay, so here selecting as a table row. All right, and then save. Okay, okay, and message box, I'll be using this inside this loop. Okay, so and then we will be just reading that variable here. Okay, this is the record table record, and inside that we will be just selecting as a, here we have these two options, by index and by name. Okay, so I'll be selecting as a index. Okay, this is the first. Okay, and then the second. So the first index it will be for the name, and the second it will be for the address, and the third it is for salary. Okay, all right, so this is done, and yeah, looks fine. I'll be just running this. Just a second, this we need to check why this. Oh yeah, so we need to select the table here while inserting the row. Okay, so that I'll be selecting and saving this. Okay, running this. Okay, so the bot has been started. Let's see the outcome. Okay, so the number of columns, it's two. It's from the row number 4. Yeah, something went wrong at line number 8. What it is showing, the schema, The schema of the row to be inserted is different from the table. Okay, so here at line number 7. Okay, so employee, line number 8 here, it is going wrong. Okay, so what in this case what we supposed to do, we supposed to check whether the column is matching or not. What, how we can just see here, like I'll be just going here, employee, here you can see there is a mistake in the spell emp. Okay, so I'll be just correcting this, and then I think that's fine. uh, yeah, employee, yeah, let me save this and run this. It should run now. Okay, it's 2. All right, then here you can see the Alan Pune 20,000, John Bangalore 20,000, Thomas Mumbai 30,000. All right, so this is done till the which action was there at the last, insert row. Okay, we will see the next heads, data table. Okay, so here you can see the next action is join and merge. Okay, so for these options, like those are very important actions, and it will take some time, so that is why I have created a separate video for these two. So you can just press the eye icon here, so that like you will able to check the link, so that you can check from there, so that it's very clear. I have explained in that video, so you can just go there and check this. So you can able to find this here in the I button. Okay, and then the next one is the remove duplicate rows. Okay, so here I'll just using this. Okay, so if we can select the name of the data table here, and then we can use this, then whatever the duplicate rows are there, those it will be a remove. Okay, so for that purpose it's using here. So the get number of rows. Okay, suppose we want to check the last row number, then we can use it, like as I mentioned for the last column, the same it is there. Like if you want to use the loop till the last row, then we can use this. Okay, so here just we can provide the name of the table, and then select the total rows, and then we can just create one variable and we can assign this value. Okay, and that value we can use like in your next business logic, wherever you required some. So if you wanted to use the loop through that value or any other purpose, you can use this. Okay, so this is what the get number of rows, and then next is search for a value. Okay, so here if we want to search the value from the data table, then we can use this. Then how the outcome will be there, so I'll just show you. I'll quickly disable this because I haven't performed this action here. So here I'll be selecting a table name. Okay, enter value for search. Okay, suppose we want to search the name Alan. Okay, then we can just select this from the variable. Okay, since the value is not available, I'll quickly create the variable here. Just a second. Yeah, str name. Okay, okay, and yeah, I'll be just assigning this, assign. Okay, here I'll be assign this name as a Alan. I need to search this Alan name. Okay, from entire the data table. Okay, so how it will be written, I'll show you here. Okay, so here enter the value. So I'll be selecting right now str name. Okay, and I'm not selecting as a match value. If we need to check the match cases, then you can just select this, else you can leave this. And then I'll be selecting here assign the result to the variable. Okay, sorry, assign the result to the variable. Okay, so here the result it will be available in the list. Okay, so just I'll be creating last uh, test. Okay, so I'll be creating this. All right, and then I'll be reading this list through the message box. Sorry, I'll need to select the message box from here. Okay, and then select this list variable. Okay, and index is the 0 because only one option is there. So as of now I'm just selecting. If the multiple indexes or multiple values is there, then we can access through the loop, but I'm just using this. All right, okay, then I'll be just I'll disable those message box so that the smooth execution it will be. Sorry, disable action. Okay, all right, then I'll be running this. Okay, so here you can see at the 0th row and first column this option is there. Okay, so that is why it's showing as a 0 0. Okay, let's see the other example. Okay, so instead of Alan, I'll just search as a John. Okay, then we will see. All right, so here you can see the first row and 0th column. This John is available. Okay, so likewise it is using. Okay, all right, so this is about the search for a value. Let me just use the data table. Okay, search for a value and set value of a single cell. Okay, if you want to set the value for the specific cell, then we can use this. Okay, and other two options, I think for the write to file, I have already covered this inside the join and merge table videos, so you can just go through that. And for the sort, just you can try it from your end, and these two, set value of a single cells and sort. Okay, in case any query, then you can just drop a message in the into the comment. Okay, so guys, that's it for the all topics I have covered inside this data table package. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching this. If you feel this video is really helpful for you, then please subscribe and share this video and press the like button. Yeah, thank you.